Hi everyone, and welcome to another review video from Class 47 Peter, and today's video is going to be a revised review. And today's video is going to be a review on the Dapol Streamlined GWR Diesel Railcar. Now the reason I'm redoing this video is because I didn't think the last review I did on this was very good. In terms of its views, it only had around 500 odd views compared to many of my other reviews which have had 1,000 or more views, so I thought that was a bit poor. And there was a few things in the video itself that I didn't like, so I thought I'd delete the original and go back and redo it again. So I won't beat about the bush, we're going to get straight into this. So as you can see, the model comes in the plastic ice cube packaging in this foam insert. We do get a instruction manual with this model, or owner's guide as it's called. I won't read through all this because it's the usual stuff we've seen before many times. We also do get a little detail bag with this model, but the detail parts have already been fitted. So the model's been removed from the box, and so the first thing I'm going to talk about are the detail parts that you get with the model. Now you get two lamps, a headlamp and a tail lamp, and there are some small holes at either end of the rail car, and there's a couple of lugs at the back of the lamps, so you just simply slot them in place. I've added both lamps. I've added this one at the front, which is the headlight, although I have painted the light to make it look like a headlight because they both come with the lights painted red, so they both look like tail lights that way. And there's the tail lights at the back. Now they are a nice bit of detail to add because they do get rid of the holes in the front there. However, I found on my model that the lugs at the back of the lamps, they were too big to fit into the holes on the model. So what I had to do was I had to cut the lugs off and just glue the lamps on. I don't know if anyone else has had that experience, but you know, that's just something to watch out for if you get one. We have some nice detail on the roof. We have the roof vents, and we have this separately fitted bit of detail, and there is some pipe work on the roof as well. Although it's not separately fitted, it is moulded, which is a little bit of a shame. It would have been nice if the pipe work had been separately fitted rather than moulded. I think they might have had it moulded to keep the cost down, possibly. I'm not really 100% certain on that. However, for today's standards, the moulded pipework isn't brilliant, so it would have been nice if it had been separately fitted. But oh well. Another thing with this model is the interior has been compromised a bit by the motor housing, which seems to have been encroached into the interior, as you can see there. Which it shouldn't be like that, because the floor in this model should be completely flat. It is up this end of the unit and it is up this end, but where the motor housing is there, as it's right in the middle here, that does spoil the interior a bit. And I'm not sure why it's been done like that either, because it's not like this in the 122 or the 121. So why the motor housing is visible inside the interior of this model, I don't know. I mean, they could have put the motor up this end, where these guard doors are here. We'd actually meant to black out the windows, but that wouldn't have mattered, because they could have used a smaller motor and put it up this end. Or they could have used a smaller motor, like I say, but they could have hidden it under the floor and the seats, just here. So the motor housing does compromise the interior a bit, and it does spoil it a bit. And it is quite noticeable as well. Despite that though, however, this model still has some nice detail. You've got separately fitted handrails there in the doors, just in the middle. The livery application on this model is superb. This model is the lined crimson and cream livery, and the lining on this is very crisp, and the livery application, it's superb. Even right down to the GWR text there and the logo, as well as the number of this railcar, number 8, they are crisply applied, and the font and the numerals really is quite something. I mean, it is great, and they've been very crisply applied as well. You've also got details such as the horns under here, and this model does have working lights as well, which are very nice, and the model is also quite heavy as well, so there is some good weight to this. The bogies are nicely detailed as well. I mean, okay, there's not a lot of detail on them, but there's not a lot of detail on the bogies on these rail cars in real life. But you do have the drive shaft though on this bogie, and the detail on that really is quite nice. So now we come on to the performance of the GWR Streamlined Railcar, and it's a smooth runner, as you can see. And this is straight from the box. And it's a very quiet motor as well. And this is how the model should perform. It's got such a smooth mechanism. And doesn't that look really nice on the layout running? Especially when it's going past the scenery. So I've turned the lights off. I have still left the shed door open so it's not too dark in here, but I'm doing it so you can see the lights a bit better. So for the headlights, you can see we have those 3 lights at the front lighting up coming towards you. And coming away from you, it's just the one light, as you can see. We've also got some interior lighting in this model as well. If we just get low down, you can just about see the interior lighting. It is there, and so that's quite nice. So what's my overall opinion of the Dapol GWR Streamlined Railcar then? Well, it isn't an amazing model, it has to be said. There are still some room for improvements on this model, but it is a good model, and I still recommend you get one of these for the layout, especially if you are after some DMUs and railcars for your fleet. So it is worth getting, and I would still recommend you get one, because it is still a very nice model. So that brings me on to the end of this redone review of the Dapol GWR Streamlined Railcar. Thank you very much for watching, I hope you've enjoyed it, and next time I will look at a new model of some form. But until then, subscribe to the channel and check out all my other videos, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching, bye for now.